MacArthur.
Hi, I'm Anna LaFontaine.
And I'm Angela Butler.
And this is our project on the USS Maine. In 1898, the USS Maine was sent to Cuba. While there, it exploded.
Ready?
Killing 260 Americans. The United States blamed Spain and thus started the Spanish-American War. Okay. Captain Charles D. Sigsbee, the commanding officer of the USS Maine. Okay.
Hello, today we have a special guest. We don't know exactly when he's going to show up. It's going to be a big surprise.
Oh, hello. Hi, how you doing? Captain Sigsbee.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Good. Good.
Would you like a drink?
Yes, I would. What is it? Is it low fat?
Yeah.
Okay. I seem to have got some more mustache. So, what am I here today for?
We wanted to know if you would like to share anything with the audience about what happened.
Yes, I would. Well, I was just enclosing my letter in the envelope when the explosion came. It was a bursting, rending, a crash roar, immense in volume. Largely metallic in character, I must say. It was followed by a heavy, ominous metallic sound. There was a trembling lights in motion. A vessel was to a port. The electric lights went out. Then there was intense blackness and smoke everywhere. The situation could not be mistaken. The Maine was blown up and sinking. For a moment, the instinct of self-preservation took charge of me, but there was immediate domination in the habit of command.
That's surprising. I'm sorry to hear about that letter, by the way. Alright, if you want to go backstage, we have some refreshments, donuts, and all that good stuff.
Okay, can I take them up?
Yeah.
Good.
The USS Maine was the United States Navy's second commissioned pre-dreadnought battleship. Although she was originally classified as an armored cruiser, she is best known for her catastrophic loss in Havana Harbor. Maine had been sent to Havana, Cuba to protect U.S. interests during the Cuban revolt against Spain. On the evening of the 15th February 1898, she suddenly exploded, which swiftly sank and killing nearly 3/4 of her crew. Though then, as now, the cause and responsibility for her sinking are unclear. Popular opinion in the United States blamed Spain, and the sinking popularized in the phrase "from the Maine to hell with Spain" was one of the precipitating events of the Spanish-American War. Her sinking remains the subject of speculation, with various authors proposing that she sank due to the results of an undetected fire in one of her coal bunkers, that she was a victim of a naval mine, and that she was deliberately sunk for purposes of driving the U.S. into war with Spain.
Upon arrival in Havana on Tuesday, January 25th, the USS Maine anchored at buoy number 4, the space reserved for warships. Despite this, the potential for unrest in Cuba to turn violent, and the Maine's impressive array of military power, the mission was a peaceful one. Captain Sigsbee informed his crew that there would be no shore liberty while in Cuba, but for the most part, the men were content to spend a brief time riding peacefully to anchor under the tropical sun of the Caribbean. After this short visit, they would return to New Orleans in time for Mardi Gras. The Spanish welcomed, though somewhat nervously, the arrival of the Maine and sent a case of sherry to the officers' mess, along with an invitation to a bullfight at the Plaza de Toros. Captain Sigsbee and a few of his officers dutifully accepted the invite, attending in civilian attire. On his visit ashore, the commander of the Maine was at one point handed the anti-American propaganda pamphlet by someone in the crowd. Scrawled across it was the message, "Watch out for your ship." Beyond the scrawled message at the Plaza de Toros, however, there was little more to indicate that the crew of the Maine was facing any undue danger. Nonetheless, as a matter of prudence, Sigsbee ordered Lieutenant Catlin to keep his Marines at careful state of alert. The Maine, simply by her presence, seemed to have a reassuring effect upon the American Foreign Minister. General Fitzhugh Lee noted this in a communication to President McKinley and requested that the Maine's tenure in Havana expired. Another naval vessel be dispatched to replace her. By Tuesday, February 15th, the Maine had been at anchor for 3 weeks without incident. Though Lieutenant Catlin dutifully kept his Marines at a high state of alert, the crew of the Maine's biggest problem became boredom.
By the artificial light in his cabin that evening, Captain Sigsbee was writing a letter to his family when Marine Fifer C.H. Newton began playing taps to signal the end of the day. I laid down my pen to listen to the notes of the bugle, which were singularly beautiful in the oppressive stillness of the night, he wrote. The Marine bugler, Newton, who was rather given to fanciful effects, was evidently doing the best. During his pauses, the echoes floated back to the ship with singular distinctness, repeating the strains of the bugle fully and exactly. It was a dark, moonless night as the Maine sat idly on the smooth waters of the Caribbean harbor, anchored at peace between the Spanish cruiser Alfonso and the American passenger ship City of Washington. It was 10 minutes after 9 when Newton blew his haunting version of taps, and when the last note had sounded, all was quiet. Newton returned below deck, where most of his enlisted men were billeted. In his cabin, Captain Sigsbee picked up his pen to finish his letter. On deck, Lieutenant John Hood was finishing the day with a fine cigar. He relished the smoke. He noticed someone walking to the starboard side of the ship. Approaching, Hood recognized the familiar face of Lieutenant John Blandon as the latter leaned against the railing to peer off the lights of Havana. It was 9:40 p.m. "You asleep?" Hood asked with a slight laugh. "No, I'm on watch," Blandon answered. And then the USS Maine exploded.
In the hours after the explosion aboard the Maine, the small gigs from the American passenger steamer and the Spanish warship Alfonso had given good account of themselves in braving the darkness, fires, and secondary explosions of the sinking American battleship in search of survivors. Having witnessed this firsthand, Captain Sigsbee was reluctant to immediately blame the Spanish. In his first telegram to Washington, he reported details of the event, then closed with the observation that public opinion should be suspended until further report.
Remember the Maine, to hell with Spain! 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 Remember the Maine! Alright, and that's it.
Bloopers!
You're good.
Alright, let's see it.
Such a fail, dude. Like, we're gonna have to redo this.
Do you want to?
Okay, so we'll start off by like... Okay, can you...
What is that noise?
My toilet!
It makes such weird noise. Jesus.
My butt is soaked now, just so you know. To pause? Well, you're supposed to pause it after that! Oh. So
I can cut it out.
Okay, alright.
Because I have to like wait till it gets to that part in the
We can
video.
cut it out though, right?
Yeah. Okay. Why does this take so long?
This can be a Spanish guy or Cuban, and then like you can have this other dude. This can be like the other, the Spanish. No, here's Cuba. And here's Spanish, because he's in like blue and she's
I'll
in
probably
red.
pick the whitest chick.
Well, because she's in red. She looks
Her
Spanish.
hair's red.
But she looks Spanish.
I guess so.
Okay.
Why are we wearing two?
I know. I don't know.
What do you mean? Sea
I
hats?
look like more like Luigi.
Yeah.
The captain's hat?
Like
Fold it out a newspaper.
Yeah, do that.
Old school, why not? You go get me some newspaper.
We haven't been
Mimic. Drawing on.
You're moving your mustache.
Or just white.
You're like,
Daddy will make me one out of paper.
Can I take this off for now?
You probably have the lining of your house.
I look like
The lining.
I look like Nicki Minaj. She got that booty.
Make this work.
There's no button. Oh, like this, like this, like this.
It goes over there. Or like
No,
that.
this goes like this. Right?
That goes to the.
Oh, this one. Oh, like that.
Close it up somehow.
It's some duct tape. You gotta put duct tape in your dress. It's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. It's good.
Okay, we gotta close it. You can just be.
What?
nothing. He was standing there, so I pointed the camera at him, and he just looked awkwardly into the.
I can't breathe.
Your mustache is on it. Alright, ready?
I always wanted to do that. Be like
New finger.
thinking really like pondering.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like pondering what the stash I have on my face right now. But okay.
No.
I need one. I'm fondling the end of it. Look at that. You see that stash? It's gross. Swag.
Might be too big, right? This way?
You guys.
That's a different photo.
Okay.
Never see it.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Wait, we got like right there.
Remember the Spain. Remember the Maine. Oh! I'm gonna cut that out. Remember
The mate.
Good. I'll cut that out. Bloopers! Okay, stop.
You can't really read it.
Huh?
You can't really read
That's
it.
why I said we're gonna do darker. I got this. I got this, guys. Let me see.
How do you stop it?
It's okay. We can put that as a. Remember the Maine to hell with Spain. 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 Remember the Maine. All right, and that's it.